Good evening and welcome everyone to ALR Monday Tier 1 Round 5 Dragon Trail Garden Reverse. As we see, we have wet track conditions while the drivers go on track. And we see Lego Man struggling in a puddle. Most of them are out on intermediates. The conditions are good for intermediates, but we see a lot of puddles in here. And if you hit one of these, it is difficult to keep the car on track. Fico, the first one who will go on his flying lap. I think we will see the fastest times in the end, if there's not more rain coming. Currently it is about drying the racing line. And you see how difficult it is to stay on track. While they are on an out lap, we will check who's in here. We have Ryan in the McLaren. Owen, teammate of Brike for the Mazdas, leading the team championship, the manufacturer's championship. Iggy, the driver championship leader. One of the favorites today, of course. The Lego Man, Mackie Skirkin's teammate in the Nissan GTR. SV5 in the Hyundai Genesis. Simon is finally back in the second McLaren. A lot of lag here. We saw Khan's car. Caesar. In the only Jaguar at the moment. Nobles in the BRZ. Brike, Mackie Gherkin as seen before, and Gafiko. Now the first one to go on a hot lap. Finished it. But Brike already a second faster. Nobles faster. Caesar. Times are dropping a lot. But except Brike's half second gap, while Iggy absolutely nailed his first lap. 1:40.0, 1.3 seconds faster. Lego Man again struggling on the track. As we see that the racing line is drying more and more. Let's see, Iggy improving a second. Sick Boy in the best placed Jaguar in the standings is not there today. Unfortunate, but this is the chance for Ryan to climb into championship on P3 and become the best Brit in the standings. And you saw here in chicane, in the first corner, a big puddle on the inside. Lost a bit in the final sector. Simon with 38.6 on P2 at the moment. All of them are getting faster and faster. I think in about 2 laps we will see maybe the first cars to switch tires to go on the dry tire, where we have knobbles on the grass. And Iggy already went out with the medium. Ryan out with the medium tire. See if the conditions already allow it. The racing line looks pretty dry. But as we see, a lot of pathway still have spray and puddles. And this is what happens if you hit one of the wet spots on the dry tire. Now Caesar with the fastest lap on intermediates, 1 second faster than Iggy, but Iggy is on a purple lap. And you see how much the medium tire is faster than the intermediate at the moment. Shaky exit. But this is definitely a provisional pole for him. Legoman now on fresh medium tires. And qualifying is done. And we have Brake on pole, Nobles on P2. I think Iggy is still on the first lap. Shouldn't be too early celebrating Brake's pole. He's not purple as I see. Let's see what it is when he crosses the finish line. Wow! 100th separating P1 and P2. Iggy on pole, Brake on P2, Nobles in the BRZ P3, Mekis Gherkin P4, Simon on P5. Then we have a bigger gap to Raging Mage. Legoman, then 1.8 seconds behind him, Owen. Caesar on P10, Gafico P11. Quite surprising, usually the Porsche is a good car in the rain. SV5 P12, P13 for Khan, Olive P14, P15 for Moo Charlotte. And as we see at the race start, it is wet again, still raining. And we have the lights. Really, really careful in the McLaren. It looks like the right side is a lot wetter than the left side. People on the left with way better exit, and they are still on dry tires. Quit the lobby quick and join back to get the TV cam. There it is. Yes. Let's see who finally made the right tire choice. It is Khan on intermediates, this is Brake on intermediates. We have SV5 on intermediates, Mekis Gherkin intermediates. So the top 5 are on intermediates, and then we have a big gap to Nobles and the rest on the medium tire. Unfortunately, still an unsolved problem in GT7 that the weather is not going on. And there we see a spin by Mage. Nobles hit the barrier. Everyone is off here. Absolute chaos on track. So if you start the race, the weather is resetting, and we had these conditions when we opened the lobby. But now let's have a look at the guys on the better tire option. Khan is going to full wets, Mekis Gherkin, SV5 as well. Pit lane penalty. And Brake is trying it on the intermediate. If the weather will be consistent, the track should dry in about 10 to 15 minutes. And now the guys on the dry tires from P7 arrived at the pits. Finally getting some mobile restriction, and you see how much Brake is struggling on these conditions. Even Khan, who is on the full wets and really shaky. But he should be soon the fastest guy on track. Gafiko stayed on intermediates, SV5 on full wets, Makis Gherkin on full wets too. Simon changed to intermediates. Mouchelot on full wets. Both McLaren on intermediates. Same for Mage. And Iggy, who's currently 11th championship leader. Nobles fighting with Owen. But Nobles is on the full wet. And the full wet is definitely now the right tire choice. Gafiko now going to full wets too. And you see how much time Brake is losing. But Caesar is impressively fast on the intermediate. But I think Khan will soon catch up to him. But as we see, the rain stopped. We have a little bit of sunshine. And we saw in the practice lobby that the track is drying up really quick. So we might see another pit stop in the sprint. And as the condition changes, the tire choice changes. So I think Caesar is now on the best tire. And Brake is catching Khan on the intermediate. SV5 on P4, Makis Gherkin P5. Gafiko has second penalty on P6. Then we have a big gap of 35 seconds to the guys who started on the dry tires, on the medium tires. So we have Simon in front of Ryan, Mouchelot, Rating Mage, Owen, 6-second gap. Nobles on P12. Iggy still struggling on P13. But now purple sector time. Three and a half seconds to Nobles. Yellow flags. Olive now on P14. And Caesar made the gap up to 10 seconds. Brake catch meanwhile Khan and can run away from him. And you see how quick the track is drying. Khan currently secured on P3. And Simon is slowly closing the gap to the top 6. Mackie Skirkin now attacking Gaffico, has the outside line. Little contact there. Both managed to make the corners on these difficult conditions. Track is getting better and better. SV5 trying to escape from the fighting group, but Gaffico is catching up. Khan almost 3 seconds down to Brake. And Caesar pretty secured on P1 at the moment. Brake on the better tire, safe on P2. On the way to close the gap to Iggy in the championship a bit. Mackie Skirking now in the pits. I think he's going. Maybe it's early enough to go for the soft tire or medium tire, we will see. Soft tire from Mackie Skirkin. But what happened to Ryan? Ryan dropped back to P12. Must have been a mistake on this lap, because the last one was his PB. Iggy goes to the pits, goes for the soft tires. Soft tires for Iggy. Short pit line here at Dragon Trail. The Gardens layout. Nobles change tires too. Well, Caesar lost a second to Brake. But Khan might get in trouble with his tires. The guys behind him are also on wets, except Mackie Skirkin, who used the gap to Simon to do an extra pit stop. And Gaffico catched up to SV5. So Gaffico in the spray, in the slipstream. Now trying it to the inside, but not close enough. Now saw the gap, but couldn't went for it. SV5 closed the door. The traction of the Porsche in the wet is absolutely amazing. And Gaffico made the move. Better accelerating and SV5 could counter it. But we might have an eye on Mackie Skirkin. Who should be able to catch up to SV5 a lot now on the dry tire. You see the racing line is almost bone dry. Mage on P8, Mouchelot on P9. Owen now getting under pressure from Iggy. Who now should take the fastest lap by far. He's 3.5 seconds faster than Mackie Skirkin. Had the fastest lap before. Also on dry tires. But now the overtake might be difficult. Because it might be Owen went wide. It would have been really risky for Iggy to leave the racing line. And the 5 seconds to Mouchelot, who's on the wet tire. And the wet tire is starting to die now. So Iggy might be able to make another position. And Mackie Skirkin less than 5 seconds, but making a 5 seconds on one lap is nearly impossible. Mage finished P8, Mouchelot could defend Iggy, who made it to the top 10. Owen will finish 11th, Ryan on P12, Nobles should finish P13, Olive P14. And now we have Caesar on the way to his first victory of the season. Had the right tire choice at the beginning. Stayed out when the track was super wet. Congratulations, Caesar. P1. And Bryke will finish P2, catching up to Iggy in the standings. And Gaffico, finally, after really good practice performances, Mackie Skirkin, he made the 5 seconds. And is attacking Gaffico while for the finish. And Mackie Skirkin finishing ahead of Gaffico. SV5 benefited by a late crash from Khan, who finished P6. Photo finish by Mackie Skirkin and Gaffico. Absolutely outstanding. And unfortunate, no podium again for Gaffico, who did a good race tonight. And again we see the reset of the weather. And the track is soaked again. We're currently waiting for the standings. after the sprint race. And here they are. Thank you, Ryan. Iggy defended his P1 in the championship only by 1 point. Bryke now just 1 point behind him. Absolutely close. Sick Boy not scored, of course, because he's not here today. And while I was talking that Ryan might catch up to Sick Boy in the standings, he's now equal on points with Gafiko. Simon on P6, O on P7. Slimmy will definitely lose P8 as he's not here today. Makis Gherkin equal on points. And P10 for Caesar. And we can see the sun. So should be a dry feature race. Oh, and I have to correct myself. Unfortunate mistake for me. Riaba is not Caesar, of course. They were just listed in the team championship side by side. I thought he just changed his in-game name, but yeah, it is not Caesar. Yes, the weather is a bit stupid in Gran Turismo 7. We had it in a league my team is racing. Well, we know that the weather is resetting, and a lot of people didn't know we were in there with 3 cars. We started on wet tires, everyone else backed out during the qualifying and changed the tires in the menu, while we went for pit stop, what is not changing the starting tire. And yeah, the podium decision was made in the first lap when everyone else was on soft tires on a soaked Red Bull ring, similar as what we saw here today. No one of the guys who started on the dry tires could recover and gain a position higher than 7. Drivers are now preparing for the one-shot qualifying. Doing it on the tire they will start on. And let's check Mage on the hard tire. A lot of medium compounds we see. Simon on softs. The rest is on mediums. Oh, now Gafiko switched to the soft tire as well. Olive in the Queen Elizabeth Memorial livery, first guy on track. I think Iggy is looking to pass him on the outlap to have no one in front of him. Olive made it quite easy for Iggy to pass him on the outlap while spinning on the curb. So the championship leader, and Riaba, the winner of the sprint race. Now the first guys to be on track and go for a flying lap. Let's have a view on the layout. Driven Gardens, pretty nice track. Crossing the finish line. Now going to the double 90-degree. Take it like a hairpin, just with a wider angle. First back straight, then we have a kind of a quattro apex left-hander. Charlotte left the room, maybe connection issues. Back straight. Rear section now, the really wide right-hander. And back on the main straight. Finishing his lap with a 1:31. Riaba 1 second behind him. Olive. Gafico less than a 10th behind Iggy. Mage on P6. Lego Man P7. Bryke now on a purple lap. Can he get provision pole? Is he on the pole? No, P3 for him. Lost it in the final sector. SV5 now going over the line. Big gaps in the grid. Simon on the pole. Top 3 are really close together. Ryan P8. Mackie Skirkin, P3 in a sprint, now making his way to the line. P5 for him. But we have Ryan and Noble still on track. Khan and Noble's on track. Khan cannot get close. P10. And Noble just started his flying lap. So we have about 1 minute of screen time for the orange Fanta BRZ. Down the S section. making his way to the final corner. Should be in range over 132, 133. P10 close behind Ryan. So we have Simon on pole in the McLaren, 700 in front of Iggy, 700 in front of Gafico, 1200s to Brake. Then we have the first bigger gap, 710s to Mekis Gherkin. Then I think with Khan, the guys are following who had bigger mistakes. Lego Man 13 seconds behind the pole. And we're waiting for the start while we'll see Riaba doing some donuts. P6 for the win of the sprint race. Rolling start. Let's hope that we get the television cam without quitting the lobby. So Simon on the soft tires is definitely trying to run away from Iggy and the guys on the mediums. Gafico attacking Iggy. But Gafico should now have the better acceleration. No, the Porsche made the move. Iggy going for the slipstream. Soft tire, but mistake from Gafico. And Iggy took back P2. And this little fight allowed Simon to bring a 1 second gap between him and Iggy. And getting him out of slipstream range is definitely the key to make the soft tire strategy work. And Brake now collected Gafico. Trying to keep the contact with Iggy. So the two championship competitors immediately behind each other. Mekis Gherkin P5, Riaba stayed on P6, Olev on P7, Mage P9, Owen P10, Mouchel on P11, SV5 on P12, Lego Man P13, Ryan with a horrible lap 1 on P14, same for Khan, P15. You haven't seen what happened there. And Iggy is back in slipstream range. In Sector 2 it seems that Simon is slightly faster than the guys on the mediums. Gafiko trying to keep in contact. But Gafiko is absolutely murdering his tires. As we see his tires compared to Simon's. I think Simon might be able to stay out a lap longer in the end. Mage almost lost the car on the exit. Trying to attack Olive. Half a second is a gap. Yellow flags and Gafiko lost the car again. Unfortunate for him. And Olive almost lost the car. Mage passed him. Owen P9, Mobiles P10, 3-second penalty. I have no clue where he got this. 3 seconds is usually a pit lane penalty. Lego Man in the barrier. Ryan is really struggling. 145 in the last lap. Must have been a big mistake in Sector 1. And again, far away from the apex. Simon still in the lead. I don't think Iggy is really making the biggest pressure. It's just about handle the tires, manage the gap between him and Bryke, and don't lose the contact to Simon. Because Simon on the soft tires is definitely the advantage in the corners. Already 2 seconds behind Iggy. Makis Gherkin 4 seconds behind Bryke. Riaba benefited of the Fico crash. Now on P5. Is really risky. Ryan is now catching up to Khan. Olaf dropped back to P15. Contact there. I think Khan was a bit early on the brakes. Yellow flag. As we see the slow car, it is Lego Man. No, it's Olive who parked the car. So race over for him. Simon might have 2 more laps. Then you have to go to the pits. Olive left the room. Now 2.5 seconds to Brake. His advantage to Brake is that he has the slipstream of Simon. Simon has a good pace. That's a good tow for Iggy. It's always a slightly slipstream advantage that Brake doesn't have. Makis Gherkin currently secured on P4. And Riaba is getting under pressure by Mage. Mage can't go for an attack. Now he might be close enough. Jaguar is too fast on the straights. And Gaffico is now making his way back. Consistently catching up. Is Simon going for another lap, or is he going for the pits? Simon is going for the pits. So Iggy is the new leader. With his tires compared to Brake's, doesn't look the best. So let's see where we have some action in the grid. Riaba, Mage and Gaffico still fighting for P4. Owen under pressure from Simon. Simon with the fresh compound. Important for him to get clean air now. But Owen is not giving up. Owen going for the inside. Outside line, sorry. Can't make the move, but SV5 is now catching up. And now SV5 attacking Owen. Has to take the outside line while Owen's going defensive. Now going for the better angle. If you can go for the inside line. Owen's still defending. SV5 on the outside again. Noble's already on P9. And we see again how good he is to the tires. I think we might see him on the hard compound again to go for one stop. Simon almost brought a second between him and Owen. Mage and Riaba consistently on a half-second gap. Both going to the pits. Riaba a lot better on fuel. 7% more left. First of the medium runners to stop. A Lego man in the pits as well. Riaba went for the soft tire. I think he didn't refuel, but saved him a lot of time. Because Mage now on the medium tire on a full fuel car. So Iggy already 4 seconds ahead. Now has to go to the pits. And Bragg is staying out for one more lap. We saw that he was much better on tires than Iggy. See where Iggy is leaving the pits. Hit again the perfect window, came out in front of Simon. So the overcut worked. Simon now 2.5 seconds after he went to the pits in front. 5-second space for Iggy to make his gherkin. I think Bragg depends on strategy and refueling. So Bragg might leave the pits between Simon and Owen. This is what I would say. Ryan still on P14 after the pit stop. Soft tires for him. Khan went for a hard tire, maybe trying to do the one stop. Lego Man. Medium tires, Charlotte on P11. Mage was a half-second penalty. Doesn't look really comfortable on the medium tires. Charlotte now catching up after Rage Burter's penalty. Trying to make a move. Has the inside line, and this should work for Charlotte. Mage is trying to counter. And Charlotte made the move. And now Bragg is in the pits. Iggy will take back the lead. Khan left the room. So now Iggy is back in the lead. Let's see on what tire we see Bragg on the soft compound. Short refueling. Came out the pits behind Simon. 2.5 seconds, 6 seconds behind Iggy. So Bragg will definitely have another stop. Gafico on P4. Now getting pressure from Mackey's Gherkin. He's now purple sector 1. On the fresh softs. Currently it's a good comeback from Gafico after his chaotic race start. Simon must have had a mistake. Can't see it on the lap times. But Bragg is in slipstream range and Iggy has 5-second lead at the moment. Simon can feel the heavy breath of Bragg in his back. Bragg made it round the outside. Brilliant maneuver. It cost him another second. 1.5 seconds. That he would have definitely needed. Great catch there from Simon. Now Bragg is able to take the full potential of the soft tire. Trying his best to close the gap to Iggy on the medium compound. Currently Gafiko the fastest guy on track. But I think if Bright can continue this lap like he started, he might be able to catch the fastest lap. Skirkin staying in contact. Great week for him so far. Podium in race 1. Now on P5, still in podium range. Riaba in the pits. Went for the soft tire, so no one stop for him. Brian still struggling on his pace, and as expected, Brake, the first guy to 129. This could be really interesting in the end, because Brake is much better on tires than Iggy. He has the fresher but softer compound. And he's catching up more and more. 4.5 seconds left of Iggy's gap. And I think on the next stop both will go for the soft compound. Gafiko is in the pits again. Is there any close battles? Gafiko came out in a fighting group with Riaba and Mage. Gafiko now on the medium compound. Slightly clipped the grass. If you now can get a good exit, you might be able to catch up a lot with the Jaguar power. Big jump over the sausage curb. Just having a look on the inside line, flashing the lights. That was not a good exit. And Gafiko is currently keeping P7. Mage is struggling to keep in contact on his almost dead medium tires. Well, Noble's past Lego Man. SV5 P12 after his pit stop. And Brake is almost there, but his tires are almost dead too. I think he has one, maybe two more laps on the soft compound. But he has Iggy in front of him. He can see the gap shrinking more and more. Had a quick drink. While we saw Ryan getting lapped from Iggy and Brake. Both on the soft compound for the final stint of the race. Brake is going to the pits. Iggy is going to the pits too. Both on the pits on the same lap. Let's see if there's different tire strategies. Both out of the pits, both on soft tires. Just separated by 1.5 seconds. So the guys who are just separated by 1 point in the championship. And are on track immediately behind each other, fighting for the victory of the feature race. Simon on P3 at the moment, hunting for a podium. Riaba on P4, Gafiko P5, Mekis Gherkin, everything pretty sorted. But 2 and more seconds. Then a big gap to SV5, who's currently fighting with Mushel at 4P7. Mage on P9, Owen P10, Nobles P11, Legoman P12. Seems that Brake is currently a little bit faster on the soft tires than Iggy. lap, where Riaba is now waiting for his final stop. What brings Kafiko back on P4. Big slide there for Brake. Cost him a few tenths. So Simon is pretty secured on P3 at the moment. Same for Kafiko on P4. And Charlotte, SV5, Riaba and Mage. Nice fighting group here for P6. Riaba went wide. Dropped back to P9. Gives Owen the chance to join the fight. Definitely should have one eye on this fight too. Right, currently on a purple lap in Sector 2. Iggy had the fastest lap before, almost copied it, but Brake was slightly faster. They're absolute equal on pace now. And Iggy hunting the fastest lap again. These two guys are in their own league. Yellow flags again. We have green. Maybe just a car running wide. The gap is not changing. This time Iggy was 400 faster. So we might go back to this little threesome, maybe getting a foursome. Second bester. exit. Mage setting pressure on SV5. This is a brilliant fight we can watch here. Big slide at the exit from Riaba, but still able to attack Mage. And Mage lost the position. Mage might... I think he's fuel saving. Mage is really, really low on fuel. Yeah, this is too easy. Final lap. Nobles already finished on P11. Legoman P12. Ryan will finish P13. And Iggy is the winner in front of Bryke. Simon on the way to his podium, P3 for him. And Iggy protecting his lead in front of Bryke in the championship. Gafiko, another P4. Good result for him. I think he's maybe a bit unhappy with the race, not with the result. And of course, with the photo finish against Mackie Skirkin in the sprint. Mackie Skirkin this time behind Gafiko on P5. Mushalot finished P6. Riaba decides the fight. Is on P7, SV5 dropped back to 9. Owen finishes P8, SV5 on P9. Yes, Mage is out of fuel. Crawling around track. Delivered us a great fight. But in the end, a slightly fuel miscalculation made it impossible for him to stay involved in the fight for P7. Finally made it. P10 for Mage. And we can be really, really excited for the rest of the season, because overall the gap between Iggy and Bryke shrink down. We'll see soon how many points there are between. Check. currently have no standings, so I wish you all a good night. And we see us next week in ALR Monday Tier 1.